Okay, so which region do you want to start in, Matt?
Whatever region that you guys think is good.
Mine starts off in the south.
Right.
What's your favorite region?
Oh, probably. I mean,
Mine's the East because of Duke.
You want Duke to win?
So,
I
yeah.
do too.
Who do you
I
guys
like
think
the
is
West.
gonna win?
I like the West because of Florida. I just like Florida.
Here's where I'm a absolute chode and everybody's gonna fucking hate me. So growing up, I didn't know that Ohio State had a basketball team. Like before, like at a point in time, I only knew they had a football team.
Okay.
Because in my head, I didn't know that like, you know, like I knew NFL and college had football. Was like there's football there, right? So like NFL, like the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't have a basketball team. So to me, Ohio State, I don't
Like
remember.
universities at other
Steelers.
sports.
Yeah, and I
get
probably
that.
like watched Ohio State games when I was a kid, but none of it really registered. But for some reason, I've remembered like Duke games from like 95, 96, 97.
Right, that makes sense.
And one of my babysitters was a Duke fan, so like I was like, okay, well, I'll like Duke.
Duke won in 2001.
Yes, they did. That was right when I was really.
Are you a Duke fan?
Yes.
Oh, so you're picking Duke?
Every year I pick Duke and Ohio State to win it all. Anytime I've ever tried to take a bracket
Ohio
serious.
State's not in the tournament this year.
Nope. Every time I've ever tried to take a bracket serious, I've done even worse. So I'm probably going to get outvoted a lot here, and just know I'm okay with that.
You know, it's hard for me to pick Florida because of the 2006 getting double smacked by fucking Florida in football.
Yeah.
And in basketball with fucking Joe.
That's what I think about with Florida.
Jeremy Noah.
What I think about is that they might win it because they've won 2 back-to-back 2006-07.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if they're good or not. Like coming into the season, they weren't like top.
No. And then they found themselves, they were number 3 for a long time in the country. They're a good squad, dude.
Well, they're always good at basketball. I think they're really a basketball.
They
school.
always have. They always have good play.
I think Florida's a basketball school. I think.
No.
The
They have
way
more
that
national championships in football.
Yeah, dude, Urban Meyer run.
I don't really care.
I understand
Okay.
that.
I respect
Look,
that.
I'll say this. Florida's back-to-back years.
I don't want.
so
I want
fucking
Florida
impressive.
State to be good at football. I don't want Florida.
You don't want
to be
Florida
at
State to be good at football.
I want Florida State to be good at
Okay,
But
thank
not
God.
in Florida to be good at basketball.
Yeah.
That's just what you want in the world. These
Yeah.
are Matt
I get
Connor's
these
politics.
things. I get these things. Like you never
Yeah.
want. I don't really
Well,
want.
hold on. You're a Badger fan. Didn't Florida hit that buzzer beater a couple years ago on Wisconsin? To go
I
to the
mean,
Elite
Florida's
Eight?
just a consistently good basketball
Didn't
program
Duke,
into
like-
this century. So
Yeah. I mean, even the year 2000.
that game was unfair. The officials rigged it against Wisconsin.
Yeah, who blew their heart, broke their heart in like 2015? Was it
Yeah.
2015? Wisconsin was in the Final Four.
Duke beat, after they
Was it
beat the
Duke?
undefeated Kentucky.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a squad, that Wisconsin team. Frank the Tank, Sam, what was his name?
Sam Decker and
Sam Decker.
Josh Gosser,
Yeah.
Ben Bruss.
They had a squad.
They could shoot threes pretty well. Like all of them shot threes well enough as a team.
They were like the perfect team.
As
mean,
a
they
team,
beat-
they passed it a lot and stuff like that.
They played great defense. That was the thing about Bo Ryan.
So
God, he
steady.
would just fucking. Bo Ryan's dick would get hard if they won like 48 to 43.
Yeah.
You give me Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Real Jim Tressel like.
in the middle of January, and Bo Ryan gets
White
to
guys that can play defense, dude.
defense,
Yeah.
rebounding, hold on to it.
Yeah.
Don't do anything too crazy out there.
No.
But dude, the Kohl Center is still one of the hardest places to play in
It
the
used
country.
to be better.
It did. Bo Ryan had that bitch rock.
Yeah.
He had
for
that
sure.
bitch rock.
It's different now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Try one, dude.
Scotty's got a little squad this year, though. They ain't too bad. They're a little more offensive than in years past, but
Yeah.
they can
It
play.
just depends. They're really hit or miss. They
Yeah.
might lose in the first round or whatever.
They might be a Final Four team.
Oh.
It's like a
Put it back
fucking.
in, it's fine.
It's like a prank.
Shh.
Yeah, you jack in the box with zips.
Yeah.
Dude, it would be kind of funny to do
It's
that.
a
with-
white trash jacket.
It is, yeah. No.
Okay.
It would be funny though. White trash jack in the box. Every cent that falls out, you have to put in.
Yeah. Oh no. Dude, we used to do that shit to people, and I used to like have girls put dips in when they get drunk. And these girls, like,
They just start barfing.
Yeah, I'd tell it. I started dipping when I was like 14.
Oh,
So I would
man.
like tell them that you have to keep it as long as I do. And it would, anyways, back not to bring up the glory days. You know, we used
pranking.
to- But it was still cool to
Nothing
trick
like,
girls.
nothing like pranking chicks, dude.
Yeah. If she's asleep, she can't make a peep. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, back to brackets. I'm a big fan
I
of.
love that sentiment, though.
So I strictly pick from the heart, like from like
Yeah,
I
nostalgia
pick
of the
from the
heart.
heart rather than the brain.
Yeah. Oh, I'm stupid.
You're from the heart.
Yeah, I make impulsive
Alright,
decisions,
guy.
dude.
Yeah, if
From
I
the
ever,
heart.
yeah, if I overthink it, it'll be worse than if I underthink it.
I kind of get caught between them, and I just like argue.
Yeah, I like it though. I mean, look, we've already had a pretty good take with the is Florida football or basketball school.
What about well, Kansas is obviously a basketball school. They,
I feel like Florida. Yeah,
Florida could be a Final Four team.
Kansas
Easily.
is a basketball school. They
but they're
really
just not
should-
that good this year. I don't think.
We're gonna start in the South though, right?
There's something. Yeah, I don't know.
Something missing with their team every time I've watched them. I don't know. I lived in Kansas for a couple of years, and I would go to Lawrence every Saturday, so I got pretty familiar
really?
with watching their team. So so that's why I'll become a fan of a team just because I lived there for a little while. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Wow.
And so
That's
I like
fair to
watching
do.
Kansas basketball.
You can do that. You can like Kansas on this podcast if you want.
Thanks. I'm glad I'm saying this out loud for the first time.
Feels good to get it off my chest.
Well, so what division are we going to start in then? Just 'cause we kind of bounced over south.
South, yeah.
So this is going to be a 5-hour podcast.
Yes. Auburn and Alcorn State, is it? The playing game?
Auburn versus Alabama State. Who you guys got?
Auburn. Obviously.
Now, I gotta warn you guys, I'm gonna get voted out on this, I understand, but I always pick a 16 over a 1. No, I did not get it right that one year it happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
You always pick a 16. Who did you pick the year that it happened?
Whoever played North Carolina and got shit stomped.
Has it only happened once still? Did it happen again?
I can't remember if I feel like it might have happened again.
Yeah, didn't it happen like recently?
Like a year or two ago.
Oh, Purdue lost.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That was embarrassing.
That it was because they had Zach Edey.
Yep. Yeah.
At least they made it to the title
They
game
lost.
last year.
They lost in Columbus.
That's right. That's right.
Then it was like a couple weeks after that train wreck happened.
Yeah.
Too. So
Are they the Boilermakers?
Coincidence.
No, Kobe died in a plane.
We fondly remember.
Yeah, we call that.
We
Yeah.
fondly recall.
Louisville Creighton next.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you guys picking for that?
So we're gonna vote 2 out of 3 for.
I like
we're
Creighton.
gonna the people's bracket.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do it. We're gonna.
Yeah. I like Creighton.
I like Creighton.
I like Creighton.
All right, Creighton. We have Auburn versus Creighton. So Louisville.
I picked Louisville in one of my brackets and Creighton in the other, actually.
Yeah.
That was one that I had split.
That's
I
the fun part
generally-
about filling out 11 brackets.
Well, I have an upset bracket.
Of course,
I've
you always have to
gotta
have the
pick-
upset bracket.
I've got to pick Creighton in that one because.
It just feels right.
Louisville and Creighton?
Yeah, Creighton's better than Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who knows what Louisville's up to? I was hoping Louisville would be a better seed than that,
Yeah.
so I could pick them to lose.
Now, Michigan has some key guys out, don't they?
Don't they have a losing record? But because they won the automatic
Yeah,
bid?
yeah. Michigan State's, like,
I do not like Michigan at all, so I'm picking UC San Diego.
And you need to have a
Yeah.
12-5. You gotta
I
have a
have
12-5.
UC San Diego as well.
Let's do UC San
Yeah.
Diego.
Yeah.
Fuck Michigan.
Everything
Yeah.
I read, too, was saying UC San Diego is like one of the hottest, like, upset picks of this.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I hope that they pull it off.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
You gotta have at least one 12-5, so that's a good one to go with. I agree. Now, A&M and Yale. This is where I'm getting a little funky.
Yale's got a good.
I think I want Yale.
I
I like
picked
Yale
Texas
too.
A&M.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah, but I like Yale as well.
Okay. I
Yeah,
picked
let's
Yale.
do it. Come on, nerds.
Shout out Reams.
Yeah.
Uh,
He just calls all their players
Yale is
gay.
School. He calls them all gay.
Yeah, he just calls all their players gay and they cry. That's how he wins.
He just stands there.
Oh yeah, in honor of
Awesome.
Yale Reams.
Yeah, we might have to take,
Yale.
I had to take Yale to the Final Four. Ole
Yeah, I
Miss.
guess we have to keep picking Yale. because
Yeah.
That's what we.
Spoiler alert.
You know. Our friend goes to university.
Yeah.
He would actually probably.
Ole Miss versus San Diego State.
Or UNC.
UNC. I think it's probably UNC.
And I still think it's Ole Miss, though.
I still think it's Ole Miss.
I don't
pick
like
Ole
North
Miss as
Carolina.
well.
I don't like
Yeah.
North Carolina, yeah.
Ole Miss played tough in the SEC tournament.
Ole Miss's head coach is Texas Tech's
Chris
old
Beard.
head coach. Yeah, who got them to the Final Four.
Yeah. Title game.
But people don't, to the title game. And people don't know that. They think that Texas Tech is still coached by the same guy. He's the coach of Ole Miss now.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good in
Chris Beard.
March Madness.
Yeah. Are you a part of my deals and part of my take at all?
Yeah, I used to, a little.
It's
Yeah.
good stuff.
I listen to
I
every
like
episode,
it.
Me too.
Except for the Dungeons and Dragons when I skip those.
I like those.
I just couldn't do it. After
It is hard to do it for a long time, but I like
Yeah,
it.
they're funny. I mean, yeah. It is
Yeah, I
fun.
like
It's
that.
funny when they
The
go
kid's
in.
very into it, so it's
Yeah.
fun. It's in it.
Absolutely.
I like knew you were part of my take guy before
Yeah.
I even asked you were part of my take.
Of course, yeah. Like guy with a mustache.
Yeah.
I either love or hate Barstool.
Well, I don't even like Barstool anymore. I started liking it in like 2012,
Yeah.
and but I still listen to part of my take religiously.
Have to.
Have to.
Iowa State Lipscomb. What are you guys thinking?
I think Iowa State.
I think we can do the
Iowa
Cyclones.
State.
Lipscomb's a
I
private
wanna pick
Christian
Lipscomb.
school in Tennessee.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
Iowa
that.
State.
They had a little. Remember, they were hot there like a couple years ago.
What kind
Did
of
they win a
religion?
tournament
What
game?
religion is
Like
Lipscomb?
Christian, like just
I had no idea that they were.
Iowa State. Definitely.
Iowa State.
This is too big a stage for Lipscomb.
Hey, it is.
For
Fuck you and your silent B.
Yeah.
That's the religion.
Lipscomb.
Yeah. Lipscomb? What are we
Lipscomb.
talking about my ex?
Yeah.
Get out there. You
Cheers.
guys come here often? What's up? Get a job on the date with the thing? Let's see.
Marquette, New Mexico. I
got
New Mexico. Okay.
Oh man, this is tough.
What do you have?
I think we're gonna go Marquette.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
they got the traditional pull.
I think that they're good enough to beat New Mexico.
And I'll be honest, I kind of want to see a Marquette and Michigan State game because I'm going with the Spartans as well.
That'd be a fun game.
They
too.
played each other like in the tournament actually
Yep,
recently, and when Michigan State was a 7,
yep.
Michigan State won.
I want Michigan State, Marquette, and then so now we're into round 2, right?
Michigan State, Bryant. We got Michigan State.
I got the
Michigan
Spartans.
I don't know anything about Bryant. Did they go to the tournament last year?
I don't know.
Michigan State lost as a 2 seed
Ooh, I don't know,
a few
though.
years ago.
Here's the only other thing.
Michigan State, I think, is overrated this year.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's, these are... Alright, so here's the thing that's going to piss me off. I'm taking Michigan State because I think they're good enough to go to the Final Four.
I think they are good enough to go to the final.
Problem
four.
with Izzo, though, it's either they're going to lose in round 1 or go to the Elite 8 Final Four.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
I
in
think
between.
they're winning.
I like
think
how
they're
it's
winning.
all on Izzo.
Yeah, well,
He is Michigan State.
he
That's
is, dude.
all.
He is. I
Those
mean,
players don't matter.
Nah.
It's coaching.
It's coaching. No, he even admits it. He's like,
But
"You're not have
it's,
good
I mean,
players."
they do matter. They matter the more that he matters eventually. You know,
Oh no, I mean,
it
look,
all creates just like a big web of success
you can
for all
see,
of them.
every good coach admits that they aren't shit without good players. So
You have to be good at recruiting, right?
absolutely, and you have to know how to coach their talent. But at the end of the day, if you got scrubs, there's only so much technique you can do before somebody just pulls up and
Right.
puts it in their fucking grill every time.
Right.
Like you
It's-
could, like
I like
Matthew Dellavedova was one of the best defenders in the world at one point.
Right.
And that 2015 finals, Steph Curry put his ass in the hospital
Right.
because he was just so fucking all over the place and talented.
Yep.
That's what you want.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know enough about
You want to
Bryant.
break other people's bones with your moves.
Yes, that's what Steph Curry
You want to
does.
shake them and then to their core and then
The only thing that
make
Bryant,
them beg for
here's my counterpoint.
basketball mercy.
Here's my counterpoint for Bryant. Bryant Gumbel passed away this year.
Greg Gumbel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It was Greg.
Right?
I got the wrong Gumbel.
Wrong Gumbel, dude.
Wrong gumble.
Get your gumbles straight, asshole.
My fucking brain's gumbled, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I got the wrong Bryant. Or the wrong gumble. There, I fucked it up again.
Let's move to the west.
Great. Okay, well, that's all I'm
Greg
gonna
is
say.
one of my favorite gumbles. It's surprising that he
I'm more
died.
Brian Gumble guy
It
myself.
was like every year it was Greg Gumbel, and now
Greg Gumbel fucking rules.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Are we going to the rest in peace King? Sorry, I messed
Burger
up.
King 3 for $7. You guys hip to that?
I would love
I haven't done it.
I would love to go to Burger King after this. Anyway,
We still have time too. I think it's
Florida.
open until 12.
Nice. Florida and Norfolk State. Or do we want to go around? Do we want to complete the South before we move on? How do we want to do this? Do we want to do all round one, all round two, or do we want to do bracket by bracket?
I guess let's do the region by region.
Okay, so
Yeah,
second
bracket,
round,
bracket.
we have.
We have Auburn versus Creighton.
I got Auburn. I think I'll go.
I've got Auburn. I feel like that should be a good matchup
It
for
will.
Auburn
Mm-hmm.
because they both do similar things, but Auburn does it a little better.
I have Auburn.
Yeah, I got Auburn going to the Sweet 16. We got UC San Diego versus Yale, a 12-13.
I like UC San
I got
Diego.
UC San Diego all day.
Yes.
I'll go with that. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I
with
think
that.
Yale's a good story for the first round win.
Yeah.
It's an Ivy League
But-
school, but
But then it's so funny too. It took me till I was a fucking full-on adult to realize the irony in this, but like, it was hilarious when like Yale, Harvard, these schools get into the tournament. We're like, oh, the scrappy little underdogs. It's like, I don't know, dude. I think those are gonna be the elites of the world.
yeah,
Maybe they can suck
they're
at
athletic.
maybe they can suck at basketball a little bit.
Yeah,
It's fine if fucking the guys that play for Florida beat the shit out of them 95 to 67.
Yep.
Like, that's what I'd be doing if I played for Harvard. We got fucking wrecked in round one. I'd be like, hey, have fun working for me one day.
It's like they're gonna have they're gonna have a picture of them playing in March Madness in their law firm.
Yes.
With their fucking
That overlooks the ocean from
Yeah.
like a high rise in San Diego. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to call them scrappy underdogs. Same goes for you,
okay.
Dayton.
That's what
private
I would
school
have
kids.
I wouldn't have found fucking dude. I swear.
But anyway, enough about.
I wanted to be a fucking open micer. I wanted to grind. You know that grind in life. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Fuck it.
I could have been a famous comedian already. I'm doing this on purpose.
Yep.
So we got UC San Diego going to the Sweet 16, and then it's Ole Miss and Iowa State. That's tough.
I got Ole Miss.
I might go Ole Miss too, dude.
I would pick Iowa State.
Tell me why.
I pick Iowa State because I feel like they have a lot of talent there. They have a good recruiting base. They recruit talent. They should be better than Ole Miss.
Do you think next year Ole Miss will be better than
Iowa State is kind of a Sweet 16 kind of team.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, put in whichever one you want.
No, well, you guys voted.
we
You guys
did.
went Ole Miss. So
I just the coach,
I
man.
like Ole Miss. Yeah.
That coach, I think
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think he's gonna get the most out of those dudes.
That's a good pick. Yeah.
For whatever reason.
God damn it.
That motherfucking coach.
Ole Miss, I do like their coach, and he might surprise some people this year. Ole
He's
Miss,
going to.
because people are like, I feel like Mississippi State should be the better Mississippi too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think they're better than Mississippi State. I like both of those teams.
The SEC is incredible at basketball this year.
I know, yeah, and I like it.
For you-
I like how good they are.
I like that they're good at basketball because their fans can still talk shit, but deep down, you know, they're still pissed about Georgia losing to Notre Dame.
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't our sport.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, good for Alabama. Like, last year,
You think
Alabama.
they don't care that much about it?
I think they do.
Not football. Not as much
I think
football.
they don't die as hard with the losses during the regular season.
They don't take it so
For one, there's
seriously.
too many. Too many
I think
games.
that the Midwest takes it more seriously.
We do love our basketball.
Basketball,
Because
yeah.
we're like, well, we got to be inside during the winter anyway.
We got Buckeye.
We're looking for that big regular season game.
Yeah.
I think.
Like on a Tuesday night, you got to come home, get your homework done. Because Big
Yeah.
Ten Tuesday
Yep.
is 7 and 9, and Ohio State's at Indiana,
Yep.
and Ohio State's
Yeah.
number 7, and
It was-
Indiana's number
it-
4.
It was better
Yeah.
before we got those West Coast teams. I think.
Yeah.
I think
It's better when-
I like it for
because
football.
sometimes Indiana might be in the top 10.
Yeah,
That's
God,
great.
those were crazy times, dude. When Indiana was fire, They
Yeah.
Hoosiers.
man, that was their shit
Yeah.
too. They were like, they didn't care about getting their shit
They're a
pumped in
basketball
football.
school, and
No, they
right now
give a
they're
shit.
better at football.
They are.
It's gotta be.
Old Signetti.
Yeah.
I think that's got to change. They've got to be better at basketball because they're a basketball school.
You know, it's the same thing as the SEC being better at basketball right now too. I bet, where it's like they'll take it because it's great success and it's fun to watch your
And
school.
they got to get their shit together.
Right.
They're like the Democrats.
Yeah, yeah. Indiana
They
being
got to change some things.
That's-
because the Big
see,
Ten
that's
is
fucking-
starting to-
They lost their base.
That's what's fucking wrong with Biden's America, dude. We're seeing the runoff. Indiana's good at football. Alabama's good at basketball.
Not in my
That's-
America.
This is the fucking-
everything is backwards.
The so-called tolerant left has ruined my life.
They just made everything backwards.
Yeah, this is what they're teaching.
Up is down,
They're,
down is up.
they're teaching kids in school that the Iron Bowl is better when it's 2 times a year on the court. It's like, no, when I was growing up, you
The
poisoned them
Iron
damn
Bowl.
trees.
The Iron Bowl on the court.
Yeah, you poisoned them damn trees when Auburn won.
Mm.
Remember that, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Harvey Updike.
Legend.
Yeah.
Can you even say his last name anymore?
Up
Can you even say his last name anymore?
You can't say Congress can't say anything.
Yeah, now we really are Fox News.
Yeah.
Can you even say his name? We'll be back.
Yeah, dude. Those hot fucking Republican ladies.
Yeah, with toned arms.
You know, they're in the gym, dude.
Just
They don't have
Saying
liberal
racial-
excuses, dude. They don't liberal
saying racial slurs, dude. Just cranking
These
it
are
out
to
the
fight them
road.
off. I'm getting those arms to fight them off.
Just being like, I wish I worked for ICE. I wish I worked for ICE. Michigan State Marquette,
Sweet
right?
girls.
Sweet
This, yeah, the sweetest little angels who will send people to the damn hell.
God damn it.
That was a great burp. Michigan State Marquette's the next one, right?
Yeah, I got Michigan State.
I kind of like Marquette.
Michigan State.
And so it will be said.
So it is.
So we got Auburn, UC San Diego, Ole Miss, and Michigan State for our Sweet 16 in the South.
That's pretty good, I think.
I do like that. Now, if we win any money, we have to split it 3 ways. But since it's a weird 3, you know, like if it were $100, he would get like $33.40.
Do you want to bet money on this? I want to gamble something.
I was gonna say we
We're
could
gonna enter this bracket. I'll enter it into something.
but yeah, let's just all
At
throw.
least something free like ESPN.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm already making it on ESPN.
Perfect.
I mean, I'll also might enter it into something else.
Sure.
Just to raise the stakes. Yeah, and no limit.
Like I would throw in five. I was just saying. I
I'll enter it into something that's worth $15,000, or like I'll spend that much money. I mean,
we all have to throw in
it's
25
all
grand.
down to how much this might be worth.
I'm out of here.
That'd be hilarious if we all threw in 25 grand and hit.
Oh my god.
And quick comedy.
If I had 25 grand, I'd be pumped.
Yeah. Just start.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I don't even want to bet anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't need this.
All right, Auburn and UC San Diego. What do you guys think? Auburn, maybe? I think Auburn.
I think Auburn.
Um,
You don't take the risk
Yeah,
you
Auburn.
there, Matt, or something?
no, Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn all the way. So Auburn's in the Elite Eight. Now we got Michigan State and Ole Miss. It sounds boring, but I think Michigan State probably wins that game.
I think you're going to the Elite Eight.
Yep, Michigan State. I agree.
And
I got Michigan, Auburn.
Michigan State and Auburn.
I pick Auburn.
What do you think, Josh? I like Michigan
I
State.
had Michigan State.
Okay.
Like I said, Final Four bust for Izzo. I think he's gonna do
I'm
it.
also a Big Ten sucker, so it's
Yeah, that's it, too.
the only one that I disagree with you on. Like, where I'm like, that's not all right.
No, that's okay. That's fair.
You can't do that, or you gotta pick something better. No.
Okay.
I can't pick the SEC over the Big Ten, man. I'm sorry. I'll admit my bias.
okay. I like
All of my bias. Besides the fact that I do believe Izzo's going to make a Final Four this year, I'm also going to admit my Big Ten bias.
I
Except-
want them Michigan State to win. I want them to make the Final Four.
I mean, they're our most recent basketball champion.
No, I'm not against Michigan
Big
State.
Ten hasn't won it since 99,
I want
2000.
Michigan
Right,
State
right.
to make the Final Four.
We kind of need it. All right, so should we
They're
go?
really the only team that'll make it to the Final Four. I
Right.
Well, I think Wisconsin, if they get hot
From the
do
Big
it.
Ten. Yeah, but
Wisconsin could
they're
get
not.
hot,
Gonna, I don't think they're
know.
going to get past Alabama and Duke.
It's a lot. It's a lot more of an if. You're right.
I don't.
Tough region. Sure.
BYU's a tough 6 seed.
Cheese
and
Bowl.
BYU's a tough 6 seed. Alabama's a really tough 2. Alabama's
Yeah.
the toughest 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like
It's tough
the,
race.
They can score
I
so.
don't like the draw that they.
Alabama can
Right.
score so easily as long as they're not playing Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Florida kind of dog walked them in that game,
Yeah.
dude.
Florida's
Yeah,
interesting.
wow.
I think they're interesting.
Alabama's been around for a few years and they made the Final Four last year.
First one in
so-
school history. How about that? All them years of kicking ass in football.
Right.
Yeah.
And Nate Oates is like, I'm going to take
I know.
Bear Bryant's fedora, make a sport coat out of it, and we're going to the Final Four.
Yeah, I did, yeah, first one.
Yeah.
They were. They've never been to a finals.
Nope. Even when they had...
Auburn and Alabama have never been to a finals.
Nope. Could you imagine if they fucking did it against each other? Oh, man.
Something new would be happening, I guess. Auburn.
I mean, it would suck that it'd be an all-SEC final, but if you're going to do it, make it Auburn, Alabama.
Right.
There'll be fights in the stands,
Yeah,
bro.
that was super fun.
It'll be like old Philadelphia Flyer games.
Yeah.
Where you just see
Oh my
fucking
God.
melees
Oh,
in
yeah.
the stands.
It's 4 teams in the
For
90s.
Alabama, Auburn, I say permit fights.
You have to.
Let those fans fight.
Come on.
Yeah, why else?
Let it happen, dude.
You know what that you
Make the
need?
entire thing like a WWE.
Oh yeah.
From
Bruce-
people on the court to people in the stands.
Bruce Pearl and Natos just duking it out.
Bruce Pearl's ready for that.
Oh, he's
That's
so
why-
sweaty. He's so sweaty.
Yeah.
That man, I'll never forget when he did the body paint for Pat Summitt when he coached at Tennessee. And fucking 10 minutes into the game, he sweat that body paint right off, dude. You're like,
That's
oh,
hilarious.
Bruce. Scandal Bruce. God love him.
That's hilarious.
He kind of looks like Joey Diaz.
Uh-huh.
It makes me laugh when I see him on the
Man,
sideline.
Joey Diaz.
He kind of looks like, oh, we gotta get to the Final Four.
They're coming.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I forgot we had a game today.
Yeah.
He's just sitting in the recruit song. Fucking,
Why do you want to come?
come play for me, dog.
I love Bruce Pearl.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes that is college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like this
Oh
sport,
yeah, for sure.
this sport is so much better with Bruce Pearl in
He
it.
has no idea what's going on
I
with the rest of
can't.
the world.
I gotta pick
besides what's
Auburn.
going on
I
in
gotta
college
pick
football.
Auburn just because of
Your
Bruce.
college
That's fine.
basketball, sorry.
Ultimately, you have the computer.
Oh no, I mean no. I'm not picking it in ours. I'm just
Oh.
saying in my own.
Yeah.
So in the West,
Life.
we have.
Oh yeah, we should move on to the
Yeah,
West.
I guess.
Okay, Florida, Norfolk State. Who you guys got?
That's where, like I said, I would be dumb here and pick Norfolk State, but I
Do
totally
it if you
understand.
want.
I totally understand if you guys take Florida
Do
there.
you play Rocket League?
No, I just, like I
Rocket
said,
League?
sit.
Video games? What video games do you guys play?
I only play Madden, really.
Yeah.
Just Madden.
What does it say, man?
Yeah.
I gotta get into Madden. I really want to play that.
The only difference between Josh and I is that he's popular on Netflix US and I'm popular on Netflix India. You would think it would be that way.
Yeah, it's,
but
It's a real
You
weird
look
thing,
like
the
an
algorithm.
Indian.
yeah,
You
definitely.
look like somebody they worship. That's
I am a cow.
like the majestic hair, fucking mustache.
It's true. Indian people know.
Oh, yeah, you should go to India. You should check
I've
it out.
been, dude.
I hope to go one day. Peanut told me about it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Was Peanut from there?
He has family that lives there, and I think his parents immigrated from there. That's his.
That's it. Yeah.
he-
You nailed it.
that was the song that Josh was born to.
It was my
I could have done better. There's an Indian restaurant. I could have done a better impression.
You like
A better
Indian
impression
food?
of an Indian West singer.
You like Indian food?
There's a place down there right around here called Namaste that's pretty good. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Sounds
It's
yummy.
Indian.
Sounds
It's
yummy.
Nepalese.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Nepalese. I ate at a Nepalese restaurant.
Nice and chip rag, dude.
Yeah.
I love Indian food, dude.
Nepalese. Cut. Cut. Why did he do it? Jesus Christ.
That was well played.
Things
That was
are
well
going.
played.
Things are going well. Why did I
I still
ruin it?
don't get the joke.
Oh, man.
Well, you see,
Yeah, you know how buggers say N-word, please? Alright. We're Wisconsin.
I don't know. I think I got it now.
Whoa, man.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
everybody.
that's fine.
Took me a
So yeah, Florida over Norfolk State is probably the consensus. 'Cause-
That's my pick, but
I love that. Yeah, I'll pick Florida also over Norfolk State.
yeah. So 8-9.
Norfolk State, what chances they got though?
why do you think they're gonna win? They can do
Those boys from Norfolk State
Yeah.
put together a good squad.
The old-
Why not?
The old Folk Tales, that's their team name. Yeah.
I wonder
you
what
know.
mascot they are. Okay, so UConn versus Oklahoma.
Yeah, that one is,
UConn.
pop, historical giant in the SEC,
UConn.
Oklahoma. I'd take UConn in that one. I like Danny Hurley. He's a pretty good coach.
I like Dan Hurley, and I like him even the more that the media hates him.
Yeah.
I like that he picks fights with the media.
He does.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
drinks
that's the
mushrooms.
best.
He drinks mushrooms.
Does he really?
Before the games, he drinks like a healthy herbal, like
mushrooms.
no, it looks like piss, but it's like some sort of an herbal mushroom tea.
I believe whatever he's
Yeah.
doing.
He gets after
I
it.
believe it.
It looks like pee though.
He
It's
won
awesome.
two. He's the back-to-back defending champion. And
Yeah,
all the
he is.
media cares about is saying that he sucks.
Yep, can't count him out. So yeah, UConn over Oklahoma, Memphis and Colorado State. I like Memphis, man. Penny Hardaway. I'm a Penny Hardaway guy.
Based on like the computers kind of give the edge to Colorado State, and I feel like that's a good enough reason to pick them.
Colorado State. I
Yeah.
have Colorado State as well.
Okay.
All right, send it.
Colorado State.
Sorry, Penny.
Penny
Penny
Hardaway.
Hardaway.
Yeah.
Shout
Let's
out
see.
Penny. Maryland versus Grand Canyon.
Now, Grand Canyon went on a little run a couple years ago, correct? I think they had a really
They
big upset.
won last year.
That's what it was. I think they
Texas
were.
12 versus
That's right.
St. Mary's.
Yes.
That's right.
I think.
I think they went to the Sweet 16.
And St. Mary's is usually a pretty good first round team, so that's sort of surprising. I was surprised.
I think I'm going to take Maryland, though.
Me too.
I think Maryland is a lot
I've got to
like,
pick Maryland.
I think Maryland's a lot like Wisconsin in the sense
I
that
want Maryland.
they're hot.
I want Maryland to win. I want them to go to the Final Four.
Yeah.
I think Maryland can beat anybody if they're hot. I really do.
Grand Canyon is a tough first round matchup.
It is.
Yeah.
Maryland's got a tough bracket. I mean, UConn's the fucking 8th seed.
They've got, I think their second round matchup is easy.
Yeah.
And then Florida's pretty good.
Colorado
All
State.
right.
Florida's pretty good. Okay.
Missouri
versus Jersey.
Jersey Drake. I'm going. I think I gotta go with Missouri just because it's been a bad year for Drake.
Yeah, I think Drake on the
I
opposite because I think it's
like
super sick that he fucks young chicks.
Is that what he's your favorite comedian?
Yeah, and fucking, what's his name?
He's on it. He's on his
Chris
thing.
Yeah.
He's on the right track with that. so.
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah. He started from the bottom.
Totally.
He did start from the bottom.
I look at him, dude.
Look at him, dude.
So your pick is Drake.
Yeah.
Who are you thinking? I picked Missouri.
Off
I'm
topic.
picking Missouri.
Okay.
The
Just
bad,
because
bad year for Drake, man.
Drake doesn't really often win these. They often lose in the past in this spot. They have won, but I don't think that they are. I think I like the anti-upset pick of Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's boring, but and again, the SEC being so tough all year, we're already kicking Oklahoma.
It's kind of just a guess because it's an offense versus a defense.
Yeah.
So who knows, really?
True.
Right.
Texas Tech and is that North Carolina Wilmington?
Yeah, I want to pick UNC Wilmington a little bit. I guess I will. Yeah, UNC
Yeah.
Wilmington. Yep.
How you feeling? Texas Tech or UNC
Oh
Wilmington?
shit! I went to the wrong.
It's okay.
Texas Tech. I have Texas Tech.
I like Texas Tech as well.
Yeah, I like them going pretty deep actually.
I think they're good enough to at least beat the 14th seed.
The next one's tricky.
Kansas versus Arkansas.
I have Kansas, like I said, but
I'll take Kansas,
Kansas.
okay.
and then I gotta take St. John's. I mean, much like Rick Pitino,
I'm picking St. John's. Yeah.
I'm gonna come quickly in an Italian restaurant bathroom too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I totally get it. Shout out my man Rick, Slick Rick. I'll take St. John's.
love Rick Pitino.
He's like Bruce Pearl, where like I'm glad he's back in the sport. You know,
Yeah.
it's awesome when he's thriving.
What was he doing? He just like retired and then.
Well, so he got in trouble for the hooker scandal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he laid low for a while.
He went to Greece and then he went to
That's-
Iona.
There's a few coaches that have been brought back from like that shit.
Yeah? Well, Bruce Pearl.
Rick Pitino, yeah.
Bruce Pearl had a little bit of a
They're
scandal.
all the best coaches have a little bit of a scandal.
Yeah, well, shit, yeah.
Kelvin Sampson, same thing.
Jim Boeheim ran over a guy.
Yeah.
And also had the Jerry Sandusky of college hoops on his team.
Ooh.
Bernie Fine.
Wow, I don't even know that.
Well, it was right when Sandusky thing came out, and Sandusky was so massive at the time. It's like,
Overshadowed.
it's kind of like Tower 7.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like Tower 7 happened the same day as 9/11, but we're like, yeah, we're talking about the big two.
The big two.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Sandusky was the big.
Sandusky was for sure in football.
Yeah.
That's why Arena can't play during the
Football
NFL.
trumps basketball.
Yeah.
What's the fine? What's that guy?
He was like an assistant coach to Jim Boeheim, and he
Okay, basketball.
touched a lot of ball boys.
Mm.
That's how they got their name. All right. Ah!
So then Syracuse has never been good ever since.
They got one championship in 03,
Oh, they got it, but
but I think that was pre-Hay.
if they figured out when I'm talking about like when they figured it out,
It was like 2012.
and they've been bad ever since then.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Pretty much.
As a result of their sins. Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like them.
Tough life.
It is Ramadan. It is Eid. Or
Do you
Ramadan.
do that? Do you round? Do you?
No.
Do you round
Do you round your non?
Do you round?
I don't Ramadans.
Do you rum that Don?
So what is it now? Florida, Yukon?
Oh, yeah, so
So Florida versus Yukon.
I think I'm gonna have to take Florida here.
I Florida.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, this is where UConn's inconsistency all year is gonna hurt.
I hope that it's Florida because I don't want to have to predict Yukon in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where Florida's talent will squash UConn's inconsistencies. And then we had Colorado State and Maryland.
Yep.
I'll take Maryland.
Maryland.
I'll take Maryland.
Yeah, I don't like Colorado State really at all because they're one of those Mountain West teams.
Yeah.
It's Mountain West. They're
Typically,
just
they don't-
so-
They had, what was it? They had like, over the course of the last like 10 years, I think they've had like 2 Sweet 16 teams.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's something
They're
crazy.
that bad. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Mountain West. You need to get your.
San Diego State usually squirts through every couple years.
Well, San Diego State is their bright
Yeah.
light.
Well, because they had the guy that used to coach.
And they're still in this. I wonder
Yeah.
if they. There's a game tonight. Who won that?
It was a playing game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, was that UNC San Diego State?
I don't know.
Yeah, they played 9:40.
Oh, they're playing right now,
Yeah.
and UNC is beating San Diego State 51-23.
Oh!
Close game.
It's a close one. Nailed
Good
it.
thing we picked Ole Miss.
I know UNC is looking good right about now.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
So yeah, Florida over
They're
UConn.
gonna. Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
Wait.
Florida over UConn.
Florida over
Maryland
UConn.
over Colorado State.
Maryland over Colorado
Okay,
State.
Missouri versus Texas Tech.
It's
Texas Tech.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Texas Tech probably in that as well.
Yep.
Because these teams do similar things.
Yeah.
Texas Tech is a little better.
This is where it gets tough. Kansas and St. John's. I really
I'm
want
picking
to
St. John's.
Me too.
St. John's is good enough for the Sweet 16.
Rick Pitino going to the Final Four would be fun. Sorry, Casey. My brother likes Kansas.
Yeah.
Uh,
I like Kansas.
Arkansas
I like
might.
St. John's.
Arkansas might.
it's gonna be fun.
Beat them.
It's always fun when Kansas and Arkansas play because they both have.
I think Arkansas's got a better chance of beating St. John's than Kansas. But I think Kansas will beat Arkansas.
I'll tell you what though, if you had Arkansas and St. John's, Pitino and Cal, ooh, that'd be a good matchup.
Oh yeah.
That's basketball.
Yeah, they beat Arkansas played Kentucky regular season and Arkansas won.
Yeah.
So Pitino's got that fight in him. I think.
Yep. So we got St. John's over Kansas. That's St. John's and Texas Tech. I got St. John's.
I got Yeah, I mean,
Texas
if
Tech.
Texas Tech makes it that far, I almost want to pick Texas Tech.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad pick. It's a 3 versus 2.
I'm going to pick Texas Tech in that
I
one.
have Texas Tech.
Because of their offense.
That's fair.
Mm.
If they're good enough to make the Sweet 16, I guess.
St. John's is going to have to rebound.
I think St. John's is a little overrated. I think they're good enough to make the Final Four, but
Also Texas
people are
Tech.
crazy to pick them to win the whole thing.
Yeah. So Florida and is that Maryland?
Yeah.
Florida,
I
Maryland.
have Florida.
Florida, yeah, me too.
Okay, so Florida.
Florida,
and
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
I got Florida.
I have Florida.
I'll take Florida.
Cool.
That feels right. So so far we got Michigan State and Florida in the Final Four.
All right.
All right, now you want to head to the East.
Yeah, we got Duke versus the winner of American versus mainstream media.
Duke, yep.
MSN.
Yeah. We got America
I don't know what
versus
they are. We're not going to
I
figure it out
have
either.
Duke.
the globalist. Yeah, I'll take Duke. I have the goddamn documents.
Mississippi State. Baylor.
Alex Jones isn't what he was.
No.
He's not as good.
Lost his curveball. Lost his fastball.
Okay, well,
Yeah, you think so?
Having to
Have
pay
you
the-
been following Alex Jones?
I mean, having to pay the families like he has to for the rest of his life, I think that took the piss out of him.
Yeah,
Which, you know, hey, he told a bunch of people that lost their children that they didn't really lose their children.
Well, I mean,
Pretty
it's-
big.
I kind of did.
Pretty big.
Your kid's a goddamn crisis actor.
Still, I don't think he should owe $980 million.
That is crazy.
Sometimes when you run
He
and
said
gun,
some things, and
he said a
He's a
lot.
goofy goober.
he says some good things.
I mean, he convinced a lot of people to harass these people. That's where it really happened.
Not a good guy.
Like when his followers would see these people in public and be like, "Your kid's a goddamn crisis actor."
He's just out there. He's got to say all this shit, and then like some shit gets out there that's like, oh, I guess that was really bad, and
Yeah, right.
then before you know, you're on $970 million.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
The liberal media, the goddamn globalists are making
Well,
me
I, guess,
pay back.
I feel like he was right because he was saying all that shit against them, and then they're bad enough to do something so like irrational as to charge someone $970 million. He was right. He's like, oh, they're good. They're against me.
Yeah, right.
He's right on that part. He was wrong about the whole "your kid did that" thing.
But I guess he kind of like predicted something. I feel like his whole thing was like the vaccine. I think his whole life he was gearing up for that.
He probably would. I mean, dude.
And since 2020, he's that. And then ever since that happened, he's not really. He doesn't do shit anymore.
He got neutered, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Mississippi State Baylor.
Yeah.
Done with the Alex Jones.
You're done with the bullshit.
Yeah, you know, I'm told to talk ball. I can't talk ball all day. Not
I-
not
water making frogs.
I came to talk ball shit.
Yeah.
Not Baldy. Ball. Because he's bald now.
Yeah.
Anyway. Mississippi State and Baylor.
I have Baylor.
I think Baylor.
Whatever. I mean, it's just like.
It's a toss-up game. I feel like.
Where are we now? Oh, Mississippi.
Yeah,
Okay.
it feels very whatever.
Oh yeah, whatever for sure. Whatever's the best.
Baylor's good with me. I don't think either.
Baylor. I like Mississippi State.
Baylor.
Yeah.
Baylor.
Baylor.
Bail that shit.
Fucking Baylor belt.
Baylor.
Oregon, Liberty.
Oregon, Big Ten.
Oregon.
The classic Big Ten team known as
Liberty
Oregon.
is one of the most Christian ones out there.
Also, Liberty hasn't been doing great lately, just
Liberty-
in general.
Liberty is the top of Christian universities in the entire nation.
That's crazy.
They're the best one.
Huh.
Impressive. I figured it'd be Georgetown or TCU.
No, I've got secret inside knowledge about it at Liberty.
I believe you. You told me that you had a very religious upbringing.
Thank you for validating my beliefs.
Absolutely, dude. I feel like you're like the Mel Kiper of Christian universities. You just have the knowledge.
Eat with them.
John. I'm telling you, Liberty's the best one, not TCU.
You were making fun of a little Jewy there.
It's Mel Kiper.
Don't say
Yeah.
Dewey on this podcast.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Let's see.
That's unfair to Jewy people.
Okay, I got you. I got you. No more Jews. Arizona.
Speaking of Jews, Arizona's kind of a Jewy.
Retirement
They're
haven.
sort of a Jewy basketball team.
West Coast Jews.
College basketball
I
team
don't think
because
it
they have
has.
that. They're a real standard in college basketball, but they haven't made the Final Four in years.
Actually, I saw an interesting stat the
Won
other
the
day.
championship in the '90s.
Yes.
Arizona.
Since they won the championship, every national champion in college basketball has been, I think, east of Kansas. I think the Jayhawks are the farthest west champion since '97. Everybody else has been east of that. Your Kentuckys, your Floridas, your Carolinas, your Dukes,
Okay.
your Michigan
Yeah.
States.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fucking crazy, dude. So, yeah.
UCLA should have done it. That's probably.
I think their last one was
That's probably the
95.
best chance west of Kansas, right? UCLA.
I would say so.
And they almost won when they had.
They had that game where they had the buzzer.
They had Love. Who did UCLA have there?
They had a couple good Final Four runs. Love and Westbrook.
They had Kevin Love.
And Russell Westbrook. And Aaron Aflalo.
Russell Westbrook went to UCLA.
No, Russell, did he?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Westbrook, Aaron Aflalo, Kevin Love all played on the same UCLA
That's right.
team.
That's right.
I think at one point.
Yeah. But not the year they went to the Final Four. But
The second year, you know, because you know how Florida won it back-to-back years. The
Yeah.
first year, Florida beat UCLA in the title game. The second year, they
Oh, I
beat.
forgot about that.
The second year, they beat pretty much the same UCLA team in the Final Four. And then,
Florida beat them twice in the
Yep.
Final Four or
Yep.
better.
yep,
Okay.
in back-to-back years.
I forgot about that.
And it was because Kevin Love, I think, went to UCLA for 1 year.
But I feel like
But I think
that
Russell went, or maybe he stayed 2 and Russell was 1.
I think Kevin Love was 2, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like, but Kevin Love was on a UCLA team that was in the Final Four, not with
Yes.
Florida, when they beat it was the Final Four was Memphis, UCLA, Memphis with Derrick Rose, UCLA maybe with Kevin Love, 1 seed Kansas, and then 1 seed.
Yes, they did. Kevin Love might have
It was
been
4 1 seeds.
Yeah. The first time it ever happened.
Yeah.
Carolina, Kansas,
So UCLA went
Memphis,
to the Final Four
and
3
UCLA.
years in a row.
Yes, they did. Holy shit. Yep. And one of those years they had Russell Westbrook and Kevin Love, I believe. And I think for all 3 they had Aaron Aflalo.
So I wonder if it's like, is it rigged against the West? Is it rigged for the East? I feel like the ACC had a lot of power for a while, and they were just like calling some shit for Duke and UNC, maybe a little bit.
And then there's also like Maryland won it in 01.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
UConn.
I'm pro Maryland.
UConn's won 5 titles, 6 titles since '99. See if I can name them all.
I'm pro. I'm HIV positive
You're
as well.
you're chlamydia positive for Maryland.
Yeah.
What happens when you fuck those turtles? Just ask April
Yeah, you
O'Neil.
get all kinds of diseases.
That's usually how turtles die. Diseases and lack of pizza from there.
That's one of the biggest killers of them. It's just like somebody fucked the turtle.
Yeah. Well, my parents would never let me have a turtle growing up. They're like, they're too disease ridden.
You can't fuck turtles.
Well, I'm clean.
What about that turtle, dude?
Let me get that turtle shell, baby.
Ooh.
Bro, I'm clean on that.
Oregon, right?
Yep.
And then Arizona and
Arizona
Akron.
versus Akron.
I kind of want to go Akron, but I think you guys already said Arizona, right?
No way. I pick Arizona.
Yeah,
And he
Arizona.
did it too, so Arizona it is.
BYU.
So Akron is your
CU.
pick. Okay.
Akron would have been my
I like Akron. I like the Akron pick because Akron's got that sense of because they won their championship by like a bucket in the final minutes.
They also kind of have
Akron's
that.
got it. Akron's
Yeah.
got it going on, and they're playing a team that loses all the time. So, but I don't know.
Arizona's
I-
different this year, maybe.
I'll pick Arizona. I feel like Arizona's got to turn the corner at some point.
Somebody out west has to win it eventually.
BYU versus VCU.
BYU. BYU can.
I like VCU. I like the
I've
Commonwealth.
got to pick BYU there. My guess is BYU. I feel like it could be either one.
Give it to the Soakers.
Mhm.
I want VCU.
Yeah.
but I'm going to pick the offense, BYU. Wisconsin versus Montana.
Wisconsin.
I'll take the Badgers.
Not
Wisconsin.
even a question.
That state's been very good to me in comedy, so.
St. Mary's and Vanderbilt.
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's.
St.
Yeah.
Mary's.
Alabama versus Robert Morris.
Alabama.
Alabama. And then, let's see.
Houston versus SIU Edwardsville.
No, we gotta finish the East first, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Duke and Baylor, right?
Duke versus Mississippi. Oh, wait, what did we pick?
I think we picked Baylor, didn't we?
You guys both had Baylor?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Baylor.
So let's go Duke over Baylor for me.
Duke over Baylor.
Duke.
Duke.
Oregon v. Arizona.
At Arizona.
Can't believe
I've got Arizona.
That's fine. I would have taken Oregon, but I'm again Big Ten homer.
Yeah.
So
BYU versus Wisconsin.
go Badgers.
Go Badgers. Go Chris Farley.
Yeah. I'll take the Badgers into the Sweet 16 for the Watt brothers
Yep. St. Mary's,
I-
Alabama.
for spotted
It's a
cow
tough
beer.
spot because BYU has like a home game. It's being played in Denver, and BYU is pretty good. I'm a little worried about it.
Yeah. The altitude.
Yeah, I feel like BYU. It's tough because they have a home game, but my pick would still be Wisconsin.
I think the Badgers are minimum a Sweet 16 team. And then St. Mary's in Alabama.
Alabama.
I think St. Mary's puts up a hell of a fight
I got
until there's
Alabama.
5 minutes left, and then that's when I think
I think
pulls away.
that's right. I think that's accurate.
I think St. Mary's is going to give them hell for some reason, and then Alabama's going to pull away at the end.
St. Mary's is. I like them because they. It's weird watching a game that they play. I feel like the team that they're playing against gets lost in a fog. That's what they do. It's like it's just a blur. Whatever
I mean,
St. Mary's is doing, you
yeah.
don't remember any of their players'
No.
names or anything.
Dellavedova is the only one I remember.
Oh, really? He went to St. Mary's?
Yeah. I think he was.
But he was from Australia, so he's from like.
I think he's
he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not used to this side. He wasn't used to this side of the equator yet.
Duke, Arizona.
Wait, is that or well, yeah, Duke,
Duke, Arizona. I got Duke.
Duke.
And then
Alabama.
we got Wisconsin and Alabama.
I've got to pick Alabama.
I want Wisconsin so bad, but I get
Yeah.
it. I get
I
it.
hope Wisconsin, but I think
Especially
that
since-
they're both shooting teams, so
Alabama
Yeah,
beat
Alabama.
Wisconsin in football this year, so that's why I want the Badgers to get revenge. But you know,
that might be the key. That might be the thing that makes them win.
I will say this though: no matter who wins that game, Duke to the Final Four.
Duke Final Four.
I
I'm
wanna
really torn on that.
I want to cut you guys.
I
in
think
on-
my pick is Alabama.
Can I cut you in on a little folklore here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time college football introduced a new way to crown the national champion with a playoff system, Ohio State won it. 2014. That same scholastic year, the NCAA champion, Duke Blue Devils. This year, new playoff format, Ohio State wins the national title.
Duke Blue Devils.
I feel like it's written in the sand. The,
Yep.
Duke,
Okay.
the Dukies are going to
Yeah.
take it.
I think so
I-
too.
Yeah, I can see that.
The
So
Dukies!
Midwest.
Yeah.
Your pick is Duke.
My pick's Duke.
Duke.
Our pick is
Duke.
Our pick is Duke.
Duke of Earl. Duke.
Houston versus SIU Edwardsville.
Houston.
This is your chance to pick
Houston.
the Edwardsville.
Houston.
We're gonna do Houston then. Gonzaga versus Georgia.
Give me the Zags.
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Give me the Zags, baby. Clemson and McNeese State. I actually think Clemson can do it. They beat Duke this year at one point. They are scrappy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I think Clemson is a tough team. I don't see them losing in the first round.
No, I have Clemson. And I don't see the same thing
I
happening
have
to Purdue.
Clemson also.
Do you think High Point's going to take Purdue?
No, I think Purdue's going to.
McNeese is they should be a good upset pick, but Clemson is a tough five.
Yeah.
I think Clemson's grit is what's going
I like this matchup. I want to pick McNeese
It's the
because they have a dumb enough name
Yeah,
that they're just
McNeese.
like they're just in it for the fun of it. I
Yeah.
feel like they could pull off that. I feel like McNeese really could win the game, but
We've got two 12 over 5s already.
Yeah.
So statistically, we're maxed out. However,
Clemson, I wouldn't pick against Clemson though.
Yeah.
No.
Purdue versus High Point, another fun one.
Purdue.
Yeah.
I have Purdue.
so funny
Did you get
because.
Nah.
I think he might have been forgot.
That's alright. I have Purdue.
I take Purdue. Go Boilers. I got family that went to Purdue. That's good.
Well, the thing is that I don't know anything about High Point.
No, me neither.
They're brand new to the thing. Their name is High Point.
That was a career center. I think that's a career center name around here.
Yeah,
High Point
yeah.
Career Center.
Yeah, somewhere where you go to like learn how well.
Yeah, when you're like, I don't like English class,
Yeah, I
and
wanna
I'm
do
17.
Yeah.
Those kids honestly were the smartest kids.
Smart as fuck. They all have good jobs.
I would, yeah. Dude, I knew kids that got,
That went to what?
Like tolls or something.
yeah, so like there's these,
Oh yeah,
There's
work at tolls.
yeah, like those career center things, like, you know, when you're like 17. Like, so in our school, it was like you did your first 2 years at our high school, and then your junior year, you had the option to go this place called Apollo Career Center.
Mm-hmm.
And you go there, and outside of, for us, because we were a Catholic school, the kids had to come back to our school for English and religion. But other than that, they did everything at this career center, and it was hyper focused on what you wanted to do. So, like, people,
Yeah.
if you wanted to be an electrician,
Yeah.
it would be smart of you to go to Apollo.
Even firefighter.
Electrician sounds
Yeah.
like a really good way to go.
Fuck
Because
yeah.
it pays really
Something we're
well.
always gonna need.
Sounds like a lot of security
Yeah.
with the job, and you like get paid.
And I was an idiot.
Get
and
out of high
stayed,
school and
stayed in
I
high
went to
school.
college. I was an idiot. I went to college.
I did too. Graduated 4 years, communications degree. Technically, I'm using my degree, but I
Communication.
oh
My degree was math.
man,
That's just a scar. That's just something I have to live with as a result.
I'm proud of you for doing it, but dude, math is why I dropped out of like marketing to go into communications.
Nobody should do math. Math is like garbage, I think. I mean, it's like
It kicks my ass. It does to me what I think Illinois.
pretty much math is only good in like universities.
does you and
Actually, no. Now that I say that, I was trying to go for a punchline there, but Illinois plays Texas/Xavier.
mm-hmm.
I actually kind of like whoever wins that to beat Illinois. 11/6. I don't know. You guys.
I feel like it'll be Xavier.
I'd take Xavier over Illinois. They've
I have
traditionally.
Illinois, but
Xavier's done some fuckery.
I
in the
do
past.
like the Xavier pick, and I will be influenced by you to pick them.
okay, let's do Xavier.
Xavier. Actually,
That's a unique one. I feel.
we should pick Xavier to go to the national championship because they're going to
Alright,
stay in
Xavier.
longer than they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, Xavier Dunson. That was an inside joke for Columbus comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make jokes at him.
Don't make jokes on this podcast. No comedy in this house.
Yeah.
There's one rule.
Yeah, don't make a joke.
You can put your dick in the sink all you want, but don't be making jokes. All right, let's see. Kentucky over Troy. I like that.
Yeah, Kentucky over Troy.
Yeah.
UCLA, Utah State.
I think UCLA.
I have UCLA too. I think they could.
Yeah. UCLA's got a little spunk to them. They got a good coach.
Yeah, I like UCLA. Tennessee, Wofford.
I think Tennessee. They got a pretty.
I like Tennessee.
They got a good squad. They got a good coach too.
Okay, we got Houston versus Gonzaga.
Houston.
Houston. Samson, like you said, Calvin Sampson, dude. Probably.
I want Houston to do well.
I think they're going to go to the Final Four again. Clemson and Purdue. Big Ten bias says Purdue.
Purdue. I have Purdue.
Purdue for me.
Matt.
I pick. I would pick Clemson in that one.
Really?
Nice. You'll
Yeah.
have to let us know the picks where you differed from what we chose as a group. You'll have to
No,
let us-
I'm just picking the group one.
I thought you were going to do another one on top of that.
The one that I'm filling out is the group one, and then yeah. So I'm not doing any. I have other brackets that are just my own. Yeah.
Yeah. I also just realized I assigned you a ton of work in that statement.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go through and make sure all the ones that are different are pointed out.
All the ones that I'm filling out, and so
And
I'll
then-
enter it in some
Yeah.
something or whatever, and then yeah.
Texas, Xavier, or Kentucky.
I take Kentucky. I take Kentucky and Tennessee, honestly.
Yeah.
As much as I want UCLA to go to the
I
Sweet
take-
16.
Oh yeah, I picked Tennessee
Yeah,
in
me
that
too.
one for sure versus UCLA.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta fucking.
It
I
sucks.
gotta be up super early.
No, it's cool.
All right, we're just at an hour now, so
Alright, the Final Four will be easy. So we got the Sweet
Cool
16.
with me, dude.
Alright, so we got what?
Keep rolling.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Yeah.
So we got Houston versus Purdue, right? And then we got Kentucky versus Tennessee.
I like Purdue, and just because.
I like Houston.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they're going back to the Final Four.
I like Houston as well
I do. Sucks for Purdue, but
versus Purdue. Tennessee versus Kentucky.
I got Tennessee.
Yeah.
I think next year's Kentucky's year, but for now,
Kentucky beat Tennessee twice during the regular season.
it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
I don't know about that. I feel like a lot of the teams that
Duke did it.
I feel like the teams that win during the regular season,
Mhm.
they keep.
Keep hot.
I just think Tennessee's going to do it this time around. And
I feel like they keep beating the same team.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
in this hypothetical, Tennessee wins. But again, I could be wrong.
So we have a final.
I
four.
pick Kentucky. So you both pick Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Houston and
All right,
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Houston versus Tennessee.
I got Houston.
Nice. I got whatever one. I don't know. I feel like that's a tough one
It is.
because they do similar.
Yes.
Yep.
Tough defensive teams.
Who do you got in that one?
Houston.
I just like Calvin
And you got
Sampson.
Houston. All right.
Yeah. So we got
We'll go with Houston.
Duke and Houston, and then we got Auburn and Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We got Michigan. Okay, so our
Oh, Michigan State. That's right.
Our
not
final
Auburn.
4 is Michigan State, Florida, Duke, and Houston.
I got Duke over Houston,
I got Florida over Michigan State.
and I got Florida over Michigan State. I got Duke and
I
Florida in
got-
the final.
I got Florida over Michigan State. Do we all have Florida?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I got Duke over Florida in the title game.
Yep. I have 122 points.
You guys both have Duke,
Yep.
Yep. Let me go ahead and think of
and then
one.
you both have Duke in the final.
Yep. Let me think.
Okay.
Let's
I
see.
would have had Florida, and then I would have had Houston. I would have had Florida over Houston.
Okay. Yep.
That's pretty solid, honestly. But
Final points, we're gonna do 120. We're gonna do one.
I did 169. 88 to 81 Duke.
169.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of offense in the title game. Even though it rarely
Well,
is.
I guess
Yeah.
Duke, Florida, we're gonna do like 138.
That's good because,
Okay.
honestly, as much as I think it'll be all offense, it's not a lot of offense in the title game.
No,
normally.
it's discipline. It's
Everybody's like, oh, fuck.
yeah. These kids don't want to fuck up.
They are
Everyone's gotta
kids.
think they're not professionals. They're
And they
kids,
got a
so-
shoot inside of a football stadium,
Yep.
too.
Yeah. Yep.
The depth perception is wild. But that was fun.
Who has to shoot in a football stadium?
These kids are
Isn't the
playing
final,
basketball.
where's the Final Four at this year? Is it Atlanta?
I think it's in San Antonio.
Oh, well, they still play in They might just play where the Spurs play.
Mhm.
I still like it.
Is that where you're from? San Antonio?
No, I'm from Columbus.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just looks Mexican.
Yeah. Yeah. San Antonio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yo soy.
I do it.
Yo
You're
soy.
from Kansas City originally.
No, I'm from
That's
here,
why you
but
got
I'm-
that. That's why you look the way you do.
Yes. Yes. You are.
Because you're
The
from Kansas
Yo
City.
soy,
beaches
Indiana.
of the beaches of Kansas City.
The beaches of Kansas City that we all know and love.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Your
I also live in
parents-
Colorado.
It's beautiful out there.
That-
Colorado
City.
rules is the best.
I'll tell you what, that
Oh,
out
yeah.
west is beautiful.
It's a pretty real
the
place.
Yeah.
Denver.
Oh yeah, never
South
seen
Dakota's
mountains.
nice.
Yep.
Wyoming's beautiful to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wyoming's great.
it is. Huge foothills. I call
Wyoming's
them
doing well.
I call them mountains, but they're foothills. Is what the locals will tell you. They'll say, "Oh, that ain't a mountain. You want to
That's a
see a
foothill."
mountain?" Yeah. They'll be like, "You want to see a mountain? Go 600 miles that way." And you're like, "Well, I'm only in town for a night, so
Yeah.
This
I
is the
can't
mountain
do
for
it.
now.
I visited 2 of your 3 cities."
Yeah.
Okay.
They know what's up.
Old fucking
Them out there. All right, that's it. Thank you guys very
thanks,
much.
guys.
Booyah!
Bye.
Go do.